Hey, if you clicked on this video, then I'm pretty sure that you want up to $200,000 in flexible funding for your business without hurting your credit to even see if you qualify. Sound good? Then don't worry, I got you. Because in today's lesson, I'm gonna break down exactly how to get approved for the American Express business line of credit. Pre-approvals, income, credit requirements, and what not to do. I'm gonna give you the whole enchilada. This is literally everything that you need to know. So the first thing I need you to do is go grab your pen and paper, and without further ado, let's dive in. First, let's break down how the American Express business line of credit actively works, because in certain cases, there are certain business line of credits that only work a specific way, so I'm just gonna give it to you of how Amex actually uses theirs. It's a revolving line of credit that is made only for business owners. That means that you can borrow, repay, and then borrow again. Just like a credit card, but a little more flexibility. You only pay interest on the amount that you actively use and not the entire credit limit. Now, here's the most important part when it comes to this business line of credit and the most dope. Amex actually gives you a pre-approval tool. Yes, the same thing that they use for all of their credit cards and all their credit products, it's the same thing for the business line of credit. So what I need for you to do is please use this, but don't click it just yet. Just hear me out first. You can check to see if you are going to be approved, business owners, and even what your credit limit might be without even a hard pull. But let me elaborate a little bit on this. Just because that they give you a specific credit limit does not necessarily mean 100% that they're going to give it to you, whether it's too low or too high, okay? These pre-qualification tools always give basically what a range is. Now, they are 90 something percent accurate when it comes to it. So whatever you get, you actively get, but there's pretty much sometimes, an outlier that they'll say, hey, you're approved for 150,000 and they might only give you 80,000 or something like that, but they'll give you the reasoning why they gave you this, probably after a manual review. Does that make sense? When it comes to line of credits, they're actually, in my opinion, one of the best products to actively use, whether you're on the personal side or the business side. The reason why I say that is because I like to call it the hybrid of a loan and then also a credit product. Of course, the reason why is because you have the benefits of a credit card, but you're also utilizing it as a loan. So when you have a credit card, normally the issuer gives you a specific limit. Now, if you want to liquidate that card, then sometimes you have to go through leaps and bounds. You got to jump over hills just to get that liquidation going. So if you have $20,000 and then you try to liquidate it a specific way, now you have $20,000. But you sometimes run the risk of, specific fees that, apply to that credit card, unless you're a very, very savvy credit card liquidator, I guess that's what you want to say. But of course, with loans, you get approved, that money falls into your bank account. Now, what if you were able to have the best of both worlds? That's where a business line of credit comes in at, all right? Or just a line of credit in general. You literally have a credit limit of that $200,000 or whatever that it might actually be. And then also you only pay interest on what you actively use. So let's say that you have $200,000 that you have, but you've only used $50,000 of it. So that means you only have to pay back that $50,000 and you only actually get those fees on top of what you actively use. Just understand that business line of credit still have some type of utilization, so they still, adopt that, that part from credit cards. But understand, because it's on the business side, it's not going to affect you as bad. But understand that these lenders can still see on the business side what you actively can do if they have the right systems in place, okay? Stop thinking that you're just super incognito mode and things like that. Sometimes they can still see, oh, they got approved for the American Express. Okay, how much do they actively get? Okay, they're using 45% of that and now they're asking for more credit. Yeah, we'll give it to them, but they have to, you see them going with this, all right? It's not as taxing on the personal side. Don't get me wrong. It's not gonna show up on your personal credit or your business credit stating that you're using a specific utilization, but just understand when you're going through these sequences of obtaining business funding to just be careful. Hey, okay, I used up 200,000 of this business line of credit. I'm paying on it, but I need another 50, 60, 70,000. I'm going to this bank. Don't be surprised if that bank can actively see what you have. You get that denial letter and it says too many business accounts open or anything of that nature. So, just want to, just give you the, the synopsis, the analysis on everything. But let's keep going. Let's talk about who qualifies for this. Now, the information came from a rep that I talked to and then also on their website, but I just want to give you on a couple of these breakdowns and a couple of these parts, you know, my analysis on what you should do moving forward, all right? But let's go ahead and get into it. Now, number one, you do need to be at least 18 years or older. For all of my people that are just trying to gain the knowledge and information, you know, I welcome you, but 18 years or older as far as applying. Your business needs to be at least 1 year old. There really isn't no getting around this. So for all of my people that just opened their LLC maybe 3 months ago, 6 months ago, you are going to actively wait. I do recommend that you try to go for any type of credit products in the beginning. You're literally with Amex right now. You can literally go over and get one of the best startups, you know, the Cash Blue card or anything like that. I recommend doing that, establish that relationship a little more, and then you can come over to the business line of credit side. The money's not going nowhere, right? So stop rushing. Go get a credit card, come right back to this. Next, you should have at least $3,000 in an average monthly business revenue. Now, this might hurt some more people. You know, you have the 1 year, but now you're not making the money that you're looking for. It's the same thing that I said previously. Look, guys, I know a lot of people will try to tell you to, hey, you know, go get a merchant account, try to process some money through there so it'll go to the merchant account and then it'll come back to your business, you know, account and things of that nature. And then you could just cycle money through, but you know, you just have to pay fees and stuff. Guys, stop trying to do all this stuff, all right? I'm not trying to rant. I'm just saying, stop it. Just wait until your business generates $3,000 a month. That's all you got to do. Again, like I said previously, as far as the 1 year for your entity, just go get a business credit card. It's a little easier to go get a business credit card before you get a business line of credit, all right? No matter how you twist and turn it, okay? So go get the business credit card, generate some type of cash flow, then come back to this. Everybody's always trying to finesse and stuff like that. Bro, just make $3,000 a month. You get 90 days of just hitting it on the mark every single time. Then come and get this. All right, and then I really recommend that you make at least $5,000 to $10,000 a month to really get that maximum, you know, benefit. Because do you really think that $3,000 a month is going to get you $200,000? It's not. All right, so try to generate $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 a month, and then come back and then try to get this. Okay. Other than that, start at the surface level, get these credit cards, then come back to this. And that's just my opinion. Do whatever you want. Next, your personal FICO score they say needs to be at a 660. Business owners, if you have a 660, do not apply for this. I understand that these places try to tell you, hey, you know, if you have a 650, a 680, a 690, you know, you can apply. Yeah, you can definitely apply, but you're not going to get what you're looking for, okay? I've been doing this credit stuff for a while now, all right? Over 6 years. And from what I see, on average, if you have a 660, something is actively affecting your credit. It does not matter what it is. It has to be a utilization issue or it's a negative. I don't care if that negative is 5, 6 years old and you think that it's past its prime, it does not matter. Remove it, okay? Remove it, then apply for this. You have a utilization issue, fix it. Figure it out, then come apply for this, okay? Again, goes back to trying to finesse. Just take care of it and then come back to this. You really, to be honest, and it's just my opinion, you need to have, when it comes to American Express, a 700 or higher, and I say a 750. Now, for all of my people that say 750 is too high, that's too much, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you like I said, you can do what you want, but from me helping people apply for certain things, always having that 720, 730, 740 is always so much easier to get approved for things, especially for a business line of credit. So aim for the stars. Now, the next thing that I just want to go over is, since we're on the topic of your credit profile, of course, the 700 plus, I say 750. You can really get away with a 720. I'll just tell you that right now. Now, when it comes to the utilization, you need to have it below 10%. I say this in all of my videos, okay? I know they tell you 30%. No, when you apply, your personal credit needs to be under 10%. Show them that you're responsible. The next thing, you need to have at least 3 to 5 years of credit history, okay? Now, this is very low-hanging fruit. I'm not saying that this is very, very important, but showing that type of, you know, history and diversity on your personal credit will help. You can easily do that by, you know, putting certain credit products on your account to really stretch out that credit history, but it's more so easier to do that than anything So just want to, throw that right there. Next, let's talk about the comparable credit that you need to have, okay? Your highest personal credit card limit should be between $10,000 to $15,000 or more. So if you're in Navy Federal or you have any other credit union up under your belt and they're known for giving high limits, try to get that $20,000, $25,000 personal credit card. Show them that you can pay this off, so then when you go apply for this business line of credit, it shows that you can handle consumer debt on the personal side. If you can handle that, then they will give you more money on the business side. You cannot roll up into Amex with a $500 credit limit and thinking that they're gonna give you $200,000. That's ludicrous. That's not a thing, all right? Well, are the outliers? Yes. There's always somebody random out there that got approved with a $200 secure credit card, all right, with $200,000 in funding, but that's not going to be you for the most part, all right? Don't let them make an example out of you. So you have the $10, $15, $20, $25,000 in, credit card limits and things like that. So that means across all cards, it should equal up to over $25,000, okay? You want to have that threshold because that looks really, really good to underwriters when you go apply. Just another data point also, it does pull from Experian, and this will be a new inquiry for all of my American Express holders right now. Okay, I know that when you go apply for certain cards, you only get that one inquiry, right? Personal or business, but understand that this is a brand new credit product. So that means that they will pull your credit again on the Experian side. I have not seen them pull multiple bureaus. I also asked the rep, hey, do you guys pull, TransUnion? Do you guys pull American Express? Do you guys also pull Equifax, with Experian? She said no. She said it normally doesn't happen, but again, just have all three clean just in case. We went over the credit profile side, so now let's get into the business information that you will need when applying. So starting with number one, you will need your EIN, your business tax ID. All right, your business social security number. That's basically what it is. You're going to need this. Number two, speaking of social security, you are going to need your social security number. Okay, they have to verify who you are. And then number two, they want to make sure that you can personal guarantee the correct way. This is not a no PG, EIN only type of funding. All right, this is American Express. You have to come right. So make sure that, just like I said, everything is clean. So when they see all the information, they can actually identify you and they can approve you with no issues. 3 months or 90 days of bank statements, okay? You will also be asked to connect your business bank account during the application process. And this more so goes for the people that don't have an American Express, business checking account. This is one of those institutions you don't really have to have an account with them to apply for anything, but they're still going to connect. So what does that mean? Do not lie, all right? Amex will verify your revenue. So if you claim you make $1 million a month or anything like that and your statements do not match, you're gonna get denied, all right? Now, just be honest and just be prepared. Just tell them what you do. You make over $3,000 a month and then just try to go from there, okay? This is not one of those things where you say you make $700,000 a month and then you show them the 3 months of bank statements and you made $1,200, all right? So that come on. We got the credit profile out the way. We have the business information. So now here is a simple step-by-step to get you the line of credit. All right, starting with step one. Use the Amex pre-approval tool. It's a soft pull and it's going to give you real insights on your chances without hurting your score, all right? Step two, prepare your documents, okay? So that means having your EIN, your SSN, bank statements, industry details, aka your NAICS code, your SIC code, and also your estimated annual revenue. I know they're gonna look into your bank account, but just have all this information on hand, all right? You always want to be ready. Stay ready. You never have to get ready. And make sure that your profile is solid, okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd rather put this step one than putting it at step three, all right? So put this at step one, all right? But anyway, step four, apply when you are ready. Only if the numbers line up. If you had a bad month, but the other 2 months were great, then you don't need to apply. Try to get one more month up under your belt, okay? You just want to make sure that you're looking as great as possible, okay? Let's just say, you had to pay off something, your utilization went up on your personal side. Do not apply. Let's say that you got an inquiry and you're trying to get it removed. Do not apply. Remove it first, especially on Experian, all right? You want to make sure everything lines up. Do not give them a reason to deny you. And next, step 5, if approved, use the line of credit responsibly, all right? So keeping your utilization low, making payments on time, and showing business growth, okay? This is the information that you need to have. Now, I'm not saying that you can't use all of the funds if you actively need it, for all my real estate agents and things like that, or real estate investors that need $100,000, $200,000 in funding. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, make sure you pay everything off on time. American Express really relies on people paying things off. That's why they have so many charge cards. So, if you know that you're not going to be able to make that payment at a specific time, just make sure that everything is lined up. So, hey, my due date is on here. I'm gonna make sure I pay that and then a little something, all right? So just make sure all your ducks in a row when you go apply. Because here's a quick example of how you need to look before actually applying. Let's say your name is Sarah, all right? And you've been in business for over 2 years. That beats one of the qualifications. Your FICO score is at a 740. You're between that 720 and 750. Now you're bringing in, instead of the $3,000 a month, you're bringing in $10,000 a month in revenue. You've got low utilization on the personal side, and your personal credit report is really, really clean. It's spotless. Now, Sarah used the pre-approval tools to get over $50,000, a $50,000 offer. She accepts it, she uses it for inventory, and now she pays it back on time. Now, after 6 months, her business grows. She updates Amex with new statements showing $50,000 per month in revenue. They review it, raise her limit to $100,000 or $150,000. And with more consistent growth, now she's approaching the $200,000 mark. And this is how it works, responsibly and with a strategy. Not trying to use every single finesse tool out there just to get it outright, okay? This is what you need to do. Be Sarah. Let's go ahead and recap. To get approved for this and up to $200,000 with American Express, you need to be 18 years or older, in business for 1 year or more, earning $3,000 or more per month, having a strong personal credit profile, ideally 700 plus, 720 to 750, low utilization, and a very solid history. Good diversity. Using the pre-approval tool so it can be risk-free. Next, apply when those numbers are strong. Use and repay smart, then grow your line over time. Really smart, simple, straight to the point. Now, for all of my people that are saying, hey, how to, that's awesome, but I still won't get approved for all these things. I'm trying to get my credit right. My credit isn't where it needs to be. Then that's exactly why I've created the How to Credit Start program to help all of my business owners that's trying to scale but can't because their personal credit is holding them back. We will help you build and repair your personal credit step by step. And once you're ready, you'll be able to get this American Express business line of credit plus another $150,000 in additional business funding just like that. So what I want you to do is click the link below, make a smart move, build now, fund later. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope that this helps you guys, and I really hope that you get that $200,000 in business funding, all right? And until next time, ladies and gents.